Hey everyone, welcome to Quick Perk Games, where we cover everything LEGO gaming, and welcome back to the Every Character series here on the channel. And if you're not familiar with it, this is where we go through all the LEGO games in release order, starting with the 2005 LEGO Star Wars, all the way up to the present, showing off all the characters to kind of see how the character rosters have grown and changed over the years and stuff like that. And now we are on LEGO The Lord of the Rings from 2012. This is a pretty big game at the time. This game is kind of locked down to the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii generation of consoles, which is kind of unfortunate because on the Xbox side of things, this isn't backwards compatible. It's like one of the only LEGO games that's not backwards compatible, so you'll actually need a 360 to play this. You can't play it on an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X or S console, at least at the time you're recording this. I guess that could change later. And I believe it's the same situation on the PlayStation side of things. Like, you need a PS3 to play it. You can't play it on a PS4 or PS5, so that's a little bit unfortunate. This game's kind of hard to play. You'll have to hunt down an old console or play it on PC. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this character roster. Let's go ahead and bring it up here, and boom, here it is. Now, I counted, I believe there are 84 characters in this game, including the DLC, because we're going to be including the DLC on this one as well, at least the DLC that's available now. And that also excludes these create your own character slots right here, where you have custom A, B, and C. I'm strictly just counting the number of circle icons on the screen. There's 84 characters, at least there should be. So very cool stuff. So let's go ahead and get started here with the first character on the top left here, Elendil. So I am not familiar. This is similar to the Harry Potter series. I'm not that familiar with Lord of the Rings, so I'm probably gonna screw up the pronunciation of a lot of these names. But yeah, here we go. This is kind of like a knight-looking character. Very cool. Let's go ahead and move on to next up. Let's see, Isildur, I believe is how you pronounce that. Again, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, let me know. Look at this. He's actually got is that a chopped up sword? It looks like a sword that's been damaged, so that's kind of cool. Let's move on to Frodo. Okay, yeah, of course, he's the main character. He's who you start out playing as. He's even got his own little custom hearts on the top left, which is kind of cool. And so yeah, he's a cool character. He has lots of unique abilities throughout the game. Here we have Sam, who is already in my player 2 slot. So yeah, he's got like a frying pan that you can just like beat people with, like get wrecked. Alright, very cool. And I like how they use the small minifigure model as well, because they are small there. Let's see, Frodo, what was that called? Frodo Shire version, okay. So he's got kind of a green outfit there, green shirt on. Here we have Merry. There we go. And he looks very similar. He's got the same hairstyle as Sam there, except just a little bit different color. And a more green outfit and a cape. I miss the capes, man. I want them to bring back the capes in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga when that comes out. I think it'll be awesome. Here we have, what was his name? I almost missed it. Pippin, there we go. Yeah, he's very similar. A lot of these midget characters are pretty similar. Are they called, what are they called? Dwarves? I think that's what they're called in Lord of the Rings. Man, I'm not even that familiar with the series. But here we go. Aragorn, he's on the front cover of the game. He's one of the main characters. I am familiar with him. I've seen him in the movies from some of the bits and scenes that I've have watched. I really need to watch this series, and one day I will. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Cool character. Here we have Arwen Evenstar Ranger version. Okay. She looks like an elf to me. Wow, look at that blue outfit. I think she looks like a high jumper character based on that height there. Very cool. Let's move on to Gandalf the Grey. There we go. Yeah, he's a major character. He's got this like light staff. I'm sure that has a name. But yeah, he's a pretty cool character. He can do a nice little roll. Hey man, look how barren the open world of this game. I mean, this is like the second LEGO game with an open world, so we gotta cut him some slack. But I mean, look how empty. Like, the draw distance isn't very long. I mean, this was an Xbox 360 game, but it's just kind of crazy comparing it to the modern LEGO games. We have these big open worlds you can see really far out. This is Gimli. He's got this axe. He actually used his axe quite a bit throughout the game. And yeah, so that's pretty cool there. Let's move on to Legolas. Oh yeah, he's pretty useful in the game. He's got the bow and arrow. He can, he's like an acrobatic character, so you can swing on things, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I really like him. He's a cool character. Boromir, I believe is how you pronounce this. There we go. He's got the same hairstyle as Aragorn. He's got a shield. I don't think the shield actually does anything in the game. I don't think you can like block attacks with it or anything, but it does look pretty cool. Here we have Faramir, and he's got the bow and arrow. He's got the diving ability, and very cool. Let's move on to Madril. Okay, there we go. A lot of these guys have the same hairstyle, and there's a lot of capes in this game. It's really reminding me of like the old school LEGO games, where the original LEGO Star Wars games. Those games were awesome. So there we go. That is Gandalf the White version, And let's move on to King Theoden armor version. So there we go. And I actually forget like how you unlock these characters, because I played this game like over a year ago at the time we were recording this video. So I actually don't have a lot of memory. Oh, here we go. Gollum. I think you like unlock them in the open world. Like you play through the story, and then I think there's like characters in the open world if I remember right. There we go. Gollum. He can like climb on certain walls and stuff like that. He's got some unique abilities as well. And just look at that minifigure, man. That is a... You don't see any other minifigures that look like that. I can tell you that. I guess that's what he actually looks like if you buy like a real life, like a Lord of the Rings set. Here we have Frodo Orc Disguise version. So there we go. And I'll try to show off all the models as quickly as possible, because if I go through and like, you know, show gameplay of all these, it's going to take a while. There we have Sam Orc Disguise version. He's even got the same little pen in his hand as the regular Sam. Here we have Shagrat. So there we go. Man, he's an ugly looking dude. He's not a pretty minifigure there. There we go. King Theoden. There we go. I think we already went over what the armor version of him, so that's like the straight up regular version. Okay, I'm not even gonna... Eowyn, I guess is how you pronounce that. Durnhelm version. Okay. There we go. There's his minifigure. Again, he's got the shield. Again, I don't think the shield has any like technical ability or anything. Here we have Merry Rohirrim Squire version. I guess is how you pronounce that. And yeah, he's another small character, small minifigure. I can't remember if this game has these small character hatches like that the LEGO Star Wars games had. Here we have Aragorn Gondor armor version. There we go. Actually, yeah, I prefer that version, I think, because he's got like the blue torso and legs, and he's got the cape that's like red on the inside. I really like that. It's probably one of my favorite characters in the game, just based off of looks and everything. We have Pippin Gondor armor version. So there we go. Cool helmet minifigure piece. You don't see that too often. Frodo Weary version. It's like a beat up looking version. He's even got a different facial expression, which is kind of funny. So that's cool there. Here we have Sam Weary version. And his facial expression is not any different than the regular version. So they did not put in the effort for that. We have Aragorn, what is that called? Royal armor version. Okay, there we go. Look at that shield, man. That is a cool shield piece. Sweet. Aragorn's probably my favorite character, just based off of his character model. Here is the Mouth of Sauron. There we go. Wow. He's an ugly looking dude. I actually played... There's a lot of characters that look... What are they called? Because there's a lot of characters that look like that in the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor games. I've played those two. They're pretty fun. There's Sauron. So he's like one of the main villains of this whole series, I believe, right? A lot of you like Lord of the Rings fans are like really like cringing right now at my lack of knowledge, but hey, this is an every character series. This isn't you know, trying to explain the plot of these movies, you know. Elrond, the Second Age version. Again, a blue cape. You don't see that very often. That's pretty rare. Let's see, what's this guy called? Gil Galad. Okay, there we go. So again, he's got the shield. Lots of shields in this game, man. This might be one of the only LEGO games that has shields like that. Bilbo Baggins. So he is old in this series, but I know in the LEGO Hobbit series, he's like the main character because it's based in the past. So I do remember playing as him in the Hobbit games. Tom Bombadil. There we go. Or Bombadil, maybe is how you pronounce it. Yeah, I like him. Like you almost can't even see his eyes because of his hat piece there. And he's got a cool beard as well. Excellent. Here is Rosie. There we go. She's got the pan just like Sam there. Another small character. Let's move on to the Ring Wraith. A very mysterious character. I remember fighting them in the story mode for this game back when I played it. Let's go ahead and move on to Ring Wraith Twilight version. Wow, look at that. That is pretty. That's a cool effect. I don't know if I've seen that in any other LEGO game either. The kind of transparent sort of effect there on the character. Elrond Third Age version is next. And whoops, I did not mean to switch characters. Here we have the Glorn character here. Another small character. He's got the axe. I believe he probably has the same abilities as Gimli that we saw earlier. Moria Orc. There we go. He's got the kind of cool looking sword. Again, a broken up shield there. Here we have Uruk-hai. I guess is how you pronounce that. Or Uruk-hai. There we go. Let's move on to Lurtz. And there we go. He looks like he's part of the same tribe as the other character. Let's continue on with Galadriel. I believe is how, or Galadriel, I guess is how you would pronounce that. Again, I'm probably screwing up all of these pronunciations. She looks like an elf character. I don't really notice any abilities on her. Celeborn, I believe is how you pronounce this. Yeah, I guess it's Celeborn? Celeborn? However you say it. He doesn't seem to have any abilities either. Gondor Ranger. So yeah, he's got the bow and arrow. And I like the bow and arrow, the quiver on his back. It's a cool little Lego piece there. So many like unique little pieces on this game, man. Easterling. Okay. Wow, man, he is armored out. Dude, this dude should, like, he should just come with, like, extra hearts or something, just based off of how much armor he has. Grishnok, I guess is how you pronounce this, or Grishnok. There we go. He's cool looking. He's got the crazy looking eyes. Here we have Radagast the Brown. Okay. There we go. There's his, whoa, look at that. He's got straight up kryptonite on his staff there. This is merging over into the Lego Batman series. King Theoden cursed version. Wow, he's straight up zombie version right there. Here we have Eowyn. I believe we already went through another version of her, but this actually is a useful version that has a sword that you can actually, you know, engage in combat with. Here we have Hama, or Hema, however you say that. So another kind of warrior looking dude. Here we have Gamling. Okay. Well, look at that green cape. Once again, a not so common thing that you see in the Lego games. Grima Wormtongue. Wormtongue. Wow, what a name. That sounds like something out of Lego Harry Potter, man. Wormtongue. That's kind of the name that they would have in that series. There we have Haldir. So there we go. He's got the bow and arrow. Looks like Legolas to me. Another elf character. Lothlorien Elf. So there we go. There's his character model. Has a little bit more armor on him. Here we have Berserker. So there we go. Wow, okay, so he's got the bomb. I remember he is a very important character because he can destroy probably, I guess it's silver Lego objects. I can't remember. Earmur, here we go. But yeah, I remember the Berserker being a character that you really need, like when you're going back to the game, you know, in free play. Here we have Gondor Soldier, just kind of a background character there. Here we have Saruman the White. So there we go, who is played by the same actor as Count Dooku, if I remember correctly, in the Star Wars series. Mordor Orc. So you see lots of orcs in the Shadow of Mordor and war games. You kill a lot of those. King of the Dead. Again, he's got the cool transparent. I'm guessing he can't be hurt if you're actually playing. He might be invincible as that character, so that's kind of cool. Soldier of the Dead. So we got the king and the soldier. Here we have Rohirrim Soldier. I guess is how you pronounce that. I probably pronounced that wrong, but who cares? I'm showing off the character models. That's what this series is all about. We want to see how these character rosters change throughout these games. Just how many characters these games have. The Witch King. Wow, look at that. Look how he holds this sword. That's kind of cool. Unique animation there that the animation team did on that one. Denethor. So there we go. He's got a unique hair model there. Gothmog. Holy crap, he's ugly. He's one of the uglier characters. Look at him. He's even got like a limp wrist. Like he's wounded. He's messed up, man. Here we have Citadel Guard. And look at that helmet. Man, lots of just, you know, I've said this before, but there's so many unique little like pieces on these minifigures, man. Here we have Corsair, which is actually like a PC brand, if you want to buy PC parts. But there we go. He's got an axe. He's got a cool name. Here we have Haradrim, and he's got the bow and arrow. He's got the mask, you know, headpiece or helmet on him. Boromir Captain version, right there, and he's got the you know, reddish hair. Here we have Bilbo Baggins old version. So there we go. He is insanely old there. He's already old in the regular game, but he's even older there. Here we have Blacksmith, who is very important. He forges what are basically the red bricks in this game, if I remember correctly. So he's very important if you want to get, you know, lots of studs. Here we have Lurtz newborn version, and there we go. He's got the shield with the handprint on it, which is kind of unique. Alright, so then we have a bunch of custom characters. That's all the characters in the base game. You can also get the DLC. I think I bought this DLC on eBay. I don't think you can actually just buy it off of the Xbox Live or PSN stores. And I'm not even sure if it's still on eBay. So you may not even be able to get this DLC anymore, unfortunately, guys. But I'm going to show them off anyway. At least this is all the DLC that you can get, at least that I could have gotten a year ago back when I was playing this game. So this is Prince Imrahil. Okay, there we go. So this is characters that you're not going to get in the regular game. Sauron of the Second Age. So there we go. He's got the cool staff piece there. I'm sure that has an official name that I don't know, but there we go. There's Smeagol, who is actually the early version of Gollum before he like basically mutates himself, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong on that, I believe that's correct. So yeah, he's actually an important character that you would want, at least in my opinion, in the base game that wasn't in there. Baragond. So there we go. He's got the cool tree shield looking thing there. We have Theodred. Okay. Another knight-looking character. Some of these characters, like, you know, don't seem as cool as the other one. Here we go. Mini Balrog. Look at that thing, man. Can he fly? No, he cannot. I don't think there's any flying in this game, unfortunately. It'd be really helpful. Look how kind of expansive this open world is. It would be cool if you could fly around it with all the open fields. That's a cool character. Let's move on. Glorfindel. Or Glorfindel, I guess is how you pronounce that. There's some bow and arrow there. He's got the kind of a dark blue cape. I really like that color, actually. Yeah, I've definitely never seen that color of a cape on a minifigure before. Farmer Maggot. Okay, he's got the cool looking axe there. Almost looks like the axe off of like the Avengers that Thor uses. And then we have Corsair Pirate. There we go. And then we got one more here, and that is Let's see if I can pronounce this. Barlemon Butterbur. I guess, or Barlemon Butterbur, however you say that. He's got the little cup there that you can beat people. Look at that. He can actually just straight up beat people with his cup. That's awesome. He's kind of unique. You don't see any other Lego minifigures with that little cup as a weapon there, I don't think. But yeah, that's going to be all 84 characters in the base game. Let's see how many DLC characters did we got. 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think there was 2 DLC packs with 5 characters each. So I guess it would be 74 characters in the main game. So the DLC characters, you know, I think the main ones that you would want is maybe Sauron of the Second Age, Smeagol, and the mini Balrog, and you know, maybe the Butterbur character. But the rest of them don't seem too like special to me, at least. So hopefully you guys can get your hands on those DLC characters if you want them yourself. But that's going to be every character in LEGO The Lord of the Rings. Let me know what you think of this character roster. Correct me of any of my pronunciation mistakes, and kind of answer any questions I may have raised about these characters, because, again, I'm not too familiar with the series. But stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be continuing on this every character series as the months go on until we get to LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, hopefully later this year at the time of this video coming out. But who really knows at this point? I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.